Have you ever had the feeling that you're doing everything right, but the money just isn't flowing? Maybe you work hard, have good ideas, but abundance always seems to slip through your fingers. What if I told you that the real secret to wealth could be far beyond what you learn in financial courses, and more, that it can be accessed through spiritual codes, such as the enigmatic 777? Does it seem too mystical? That's exactly where the turning point lies. Louise Hay, one of the greatest voices of personal transformation, argued that the flow of money begins within, in your energy field. And when you activate certain frequencies with daily rituals, powerful visualizations, and deep spiritual reprogramming, everything around you begins to change. From financial blocks to limiting beliefs, everything can be dissolved with the right practices. In this video, you will discover little-known techniques of financial magnetism, learn how to tune your energy to the frequency of wealth, and apply the secret of 777 in your life today. And the best, all this in a light, practical way and connected to your spiritual essence. Ready to transform your reality? Many people still believe that wealth is limited to figures in the account, luxury cars, or expensive properties. But Louise Hay, he has always been firm in saying, true prosperity begins in the invisible. Before any material manifestation, there is a spiritual frequency that needs to be in harmony. It's like planting a seed in the fertile soil of the mind and watering it with thoughts of abundance. Without this energetic alignment, money may come, but it never stays. When you understand that the universe responds to your vibration, everything changes. Effort without spiritual connection becomes wear and tear. Alignment, the one that comes from the soul, unlocks paths in an almost magical way. This is why so many smart, hardworking people remain stuck in the same financial cycle, because they ignore the energy field. And no, this has nothing to do with religion. It has to do with energy, intention, and financial magnetism. So, the next time you think about getting rich, ask yourself, are you spiritually prepared for it? Does your body vibrate in tune with abundance? Or is there still fear, scarcity, and guilt hidden inside? True personal transformation begins with this deep look, and it is from there that the flow of money begins to respond. But don't worry, because in the next point we're going to get into what money really is, and it might surprise you. Few people truly understand this, but money is, essentially, energy. It moves, transforms, connects with your inner vibration. Louise Hay, he said that when we feel fear, guilt, or shame when dealing with money, it is as if we are turning off the taps of abundance. The flow of money responds directly to your spiritual frequency, and when you align with it, everything starts to move in your favor, naturally. Think with me. If you treat money as something dirty, difficult, or inaccessible, what kind of energy are you sending into the universe? It's like trying to attract a butterfly by yelling at it. It won't work. Abundance is subtle, sensitive to your intention. When you change your relationship with money through affirmations, meditation, and gratitude, the frequency changes, and the money starts to realize that it can trust you to flow. That's why it's so important to review your emotions every time you think about finances. Do you feel light or tense? Excited or guilty? This is a great thermometer of your energetic alignment. Money is not the villain of the story. It only amplifies what you already vibrate. And the good news? You can change that vibration now. In the next topic, we'll discover how to tune in exactly to the frequency of wealth. And, spoiler, it has nothing to do with working more. The truth is simple but powerful. You only attract what you are in tune with. Just as a radio needs to be on the right station to capture the music you want to hear, your energy needs to be adjusted to the frequency of abundance for wealth to manifest. And this adjustment doesn't happen by chance. It requires intention, presence, and practice. Louise Hay talked a lot about how our words shape the world around us. Affirmations like, "I am worthy of wealth," are not just pretty phrases. They are energetic commands. One of the most direct paths to this alignment is to change your internal dialogue. Start observing yourself. When you think about money, what comes up? It's never enough. I'm not good at this. These thoughts are like noises that disconnect you from the season of prosperity. The daily practice of affirmations, combined with visualizations where you see yourself experiencing abundance, is one of the most effective forms of spiritual reprogramming. And look, it doesn't have to be a complicated ritual. 5 minutes a day can make a difference. Another powerful point is the feeling behind the intention. There is no point repeating, "I am prosperous," with a trembling voice of doubt. The energy behind the words is what drives manifestation. So feel like it's already real. Live like someone who trusts the flow of money. This tune changes everything. And to help you maintain this high frequency on a daily basis, in the next topic we will delve into simple, yet deeply transformative daily rituals. Starting the day with a gratitude ritual is like opening the windows of your soul for the sun of abundance to shine through. Louise Hay was emphatic. Giving thanks even before seeing the result is an act of faith and financial magnetism. When you wake up, with your eyes still half closed, take a deep breath and say, "I am grateful for the constant flow of wealth entering my life." This simple habit changes your spiritual frequency and puts you in a state of reception. It's not magic, it's energetic alignment. Another powerful ritual is personalized financial affirmations. Instead of repeating generic phrases, how about creating your own, aligned with your desires? For example, "I am ready to receive 10,000 per month with lightness and purpose." Say it out loud, write it down, stick it on the mirror. Turn your words into a daily mantra. When repeated with intention and emotion, these affirmations become spiritual codes capable of dissolving limiting beliefs and opening space for manifestation. And of course, meditation. No need to isolate yourself Himalayas. All it takes is a few minutes of guided silence, focusing on the flow of money. Imagine a golden light surrounding your body, clearing financial blockages and activating your inner magnetism. This daily practice of spiritual reprogramming is like bathing the mind and polishing the soul. And the best? After a few days, you start to feel something inside you has changed. And when that happens, the outside world follows. But first, we need to talk about the blocks that still prevent this transformation. Many people try to attract money, but feel as if something invisible is pulling everything back. And usually that something is financial blocks deeply rooted in the subconscious. Louise Hay taught that limiting beliefs, such as "money is dirty," "rich people are no good," or "I don't deserve to have more," act as spiritual anchors. They trap you in a cycle of scarcity, even when everything seems right on the surface. Identifying these beliefs is the first step to dissolving these chains. These ideas often come from home, passed down as an emotional inheritance. Maybe your parents fought over money, or you've heard all your life that if you have a lot, you lose friends. These memories shape your spiritual frequency. And to reprogram this, there are practical rituals. Write down everything you believe about money and ask yourself, is it true? Does this serve me? Guided meditations, worthiness affirmations, and abundance visualizations are incredible spiritual reprogramming tools. A powerful exercise is the energy bath of merit. Before going to sleep, close your eyes and visualize a golden light dissolving every feeling of guilt, fear, or inadequacy related to money. Say it out loud. "I release everything that keeps me from thriving." Repeating these daily rituals helps clear the vibrational field and prepares the way for financial magnetism to flow freely. And speaking of unlock codes, wait until you experience the power of 777. If you have ever seen the number 777 over and over again, know that this is not a coincidence. It is a calling. Louise Hay explained that numbers also carry spiritual frequency, and the 777, in particular, is directly connected to the energy of divine abundance. It functions as an activating spiritual code, a sign that you are ready to manifest wealth in tune with the universe. When you consciously connect to this sequence, something inside begins to vibrate differently. A simple practice is to use the 777 as an energy anchor. Write this number at the top of your affirmation journal. Repeat it out loud when meditating, or put it as a reminder on your cell phone. You can even write 777 in your wallet as a constant reminder of your connection to abundance. This may seem symbolic, but the brain associates these triggers with new neural connections, facilitating the process of spiritual reprogramming and making space for manifestation. Do you want to enhance the effect even further? Create a small ritual. Sit in a quiet place, take 7 deep breaths, and repeat an affirmation like, "Money comes to me in a constant, natural flow 7 times." Do this for 7 days in a row. This repetition with intention acts as an energetic seal. The universe loves clear signals, and the 777 it is one of the most powerful to indicate that you are ready to receive. But don't worry, because in the next point we'll go into practical manifestation techniques that you can start using today. Now that you understand the power of 777, it's time to put the energy of abundance to work for you with practical manifestation techniques. One of the best known is Method 777. You choose a clear financial goal and write this desire 7 times for 7 days in a row, always with focus and emotion. For example, I receive with gratitude 5,000 extras this month. Simple? Yes. But when done with intention, it is a direct way to tune your vibrational field to the flow of money. Another practice that Louise Hay inspired is the writing of wealth. Here, you take a powerful statement and write 33 times in a row, every day, for at least a week. This method acts as a form of intensive spiritual reprogramming, clearing blockages and reinforcing new beliefs. Combine this with a vision board, those images of your dreams pasted onto a bulletin board, and voila, you've created a visual environment that fuels the emotion of abundance on a daily basis. Don't underestimate the power of seeing, feeling, and believing. And for those who enjoy meditations, try this one. Close your eyes and imagine a golden light descending from above and surrounding you completely. Visualize this light filling your body with prosperity, dissolving financial blockages, and activating your inner magnetism. This simple exercise, when done regularly, raises your spiritual frequency and accelerates manifestation. And the best? When the tune is real, the signs begin to appear, and that is precisely what we will explore in the next point. When you begin to spiritually align yourself with abundance, the universe gives you signs, and they are much clearer than you imagine. Suddenly, you find money forgotten in your pocket, receive an unexpected gift, or receive a financial proposal out of the blue. These little happenings are like whispers from the universe saying, "You are on the right path." Louise Hay, I always said that manifestation begins in the invisible and reveals itself in details, and it's up to you to pay attention. Another very strong sign of alignment are repeated numerical sequences, such as 7, 7, 7, 1, 1, 1, or 8, 8, 8. They appear on watches, car license plates, tax coupons, and it's no coincidence. These are spiritual codes that indicate that your energy field is vibrating at the frequency of wealth. When you see these repetitions, take a deep breath, give thanks, and repeat an affirmation like, "I am ready to receive." This further strengthens your financial magnetism. And there is also the emotional change. You start to feel lighter when talking about money. You stop being afraid to look at your bank statement. You feel peace where there was anxiety before. This is spiritual reprogramming in action. These signs don't mean that everything is already perfect, but they indicate that the flow of money is starting to respond to your new internal state. And now, with this confirmation from the universe, comes the most important part, taking action. And that's what we'll talk about in the next and final point. Now that you understand how everything works, from the energy of money to the signs of the universe, comes the most powerful and sometimes most neglected part, taking action. Knowledge without action does not transform, and as I would say Louise Hay, you need to take the first step for the path to reveal itself. Choose a technique, just one. It could be the method 777, personalized affirmations, or golden light meditation. The important thing is to start today. Not tomorrow, not Monday. Today. Consistent practice is what shapes spiritual frequency. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to be done. Set an alarm on your cell phone. Commit to 5 minutes a day. Think of it like brushing your soul's teeth. Every day, quick, but essential. The more you repeat, the more you reprogram. And over time, what once seemed distant begins to seem inevitable. Abundance is not a magical destination. It is a daily energetic construction. And remember, manifestation does not happen because you want it, but because you become it. With each repetition, each ritual, each conscious breath, you send a clear message to the universe. I am ready. Personal transformation begins with a choice. So, what are you going to do today to align your energy with the flow of money? Be the architect of your new reality. It is already waiting for you. Now that you know the secret of 777 and the practices that can transform your relationship with money, the big question is, what are you going to do with it? Abundance is within your reach, but only you can make the decision to act. It's not enough to know, you need to practice. How about choosing one of the techniques you learned today and starting now? Commit to taking the first step and watch how the universe begins to respond. Transformation won't happen overnight, but with consistency and faith, you will see powerful changes in your financial life. Remember, it all starts with a simple act of choice. Decide today that you are ready to attract wealth. And to follow more tips and techniques that will help increase your financial energy, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. The path to prosperity is just beginning, and I will be here to walk with you every step of the way.